Helps down the line, taking a look up top. Sammy on that Monkey King, along with Sunlight on the Bat Rider up against Muzi on the Timbersaw and LGTK on the Hoodwink. And mind you, the Hoodwink's not a hero we see too often. And it just feels a little bit weird with the tree line changes.
Salivating Salamander is going to go down. First blood to go the way of Monster. A very, very strong start already here for the Spirit Breaker off lane. It's going to allow him to escalate. And had they landed the Flame Break, you would have actually had a pretty decent shot at killing off the Void Spirit. But sadly, it just never comes out from Sunlight.
And a little bit of a loss, but not when you mind too much. RCY's more than happy with the state of the lane as it is.
Bottom lane, Sol actually ends up finding Monster. Now Sunlight, trying to get a Wisdom Rune. He's going to find himself in a bit of danger because Muzi will chase him down. Problem is there's no mana left on Muzi. So it's going to be a pretty slow kill attempt here onto Sunlight, as Sunlight's going to try and juke back towards the north, but cannot make it. Gets body blocked here by Muzi in the creep wave and does end up going down.
Nice few pickups by the side of GRIN. Grabbing those Wisdom Runes as well, at the very least, not getting that stolen away. That is providing quite a fair bit of space for Sammy to play with. Go down bot.
We're now going to find Flea now. GRIN proving to be very, very aggressive here with this pause 1 Abaddon. Sol doing a fantastic job. So
lots of trades coming out onto Sol. Is out of mana, so it's a bit tougher.
A rotation out from Sammy. Sol has already popped the borrowed time though, so not too much damage being dealt to Sol, but now without the mana available, Sol could be in danger. He cannot use that Aphotic Shield. Nether Strike is out. They've got the Abba controlled up. Sol finally going down. Sammy with a great Boundless Strike lands on 2 targets. So they will try to go back in after Salivating Salamander. They will pick him off. Meanwhile, Rojo Fireflu is going to go for a run now. He's out of step charges and he's out of mana. A very tough position for Rojo Fireflu to be in, and it seems like he is as good as dead. Maybe they try to feed the kill to Sammy, but not quite. Sunlight will just take it for himself. But a great bunch of rotations here from Wildcard, really starting to pay off.
Give a little bit of space out to Sol. Radiance, he's got the Sacred Relic up, just a little bit more down mid though.
Yeah, LGTK charged immediately here. Gonna be fine. It seems like they really want to try to go after Muzi. Flea in trouble on the techies, is going to survive through this damage, as now the lasso is going to come out. They've got the timber. Muzi, though, going back towards the techies, does pick off the kill before he does go down. Now Sammy looking to go after Rojo Fireflu. Buyback is out from Salivating Salamander. Sol will TP in as well. They'll try for the chase onto Sammy. Sammy does have help around. Monster actually getting very lucky with a bash, but now a great bushwhack locking down too. Sammy is still trying to fight, but he can't do it. They will take him down. Sunlight still fighting as well. Rojo Fireflu, the one dropping low though on the Void Spirit, does go down. The Sol on the run, does pop the borrowed time. But RCY has the trap slows. They've got the blast off as well from Flea. And Sol, and he is still trying to give himself a chance here, but it is going to be not enough as he is down.
Yeah. Big 4-for-1 chase people down, and you get your Curse of Avernus hits. Fun times.
Charge in. Sentry Ward is there, so Monster is scouted out through the Shadow Blade, but he is still running. Primal Spring in. Sammy has a Wukong's command again. We'll go on to Sol, but they can't lock the Abaddon in. In fact, the Nether Strike is going to knock him back into the Wukongs. Meanwhile, on the high ground, Flea's dropping bombs everywhere, but it is going to be a 1-for-1 so far. The Lich going down for the techies.
Not the biggest deal in the world for the side of GRIN. Wildcard though.
Oh, lasso. They have got Muzi. Be a much better pick off, but he does get the chain away as Rojo Fireflu is able to jump in and take down Sunlight. Wildcard, they've lost 2 here, and that'll be enough for them to retreat.
Wildcard doesn't look like they're going to be in position to defend. So they'll give this objective away. Not wants to force that fight there.
Lasso going to connect onto the timber. Muzi, he does have the Ags up, so he's proving to be quite a tanky target, but with this many heroes around him, he should eventually drop. The shield finally gone, because now they can deal with the damn timber saw. An immediate smoke up here from Wildcard. They want to keep this fight going. Onto the high ground of the Radiant, or rather Dire Triangle they go. Down towards the south. Rojo did get spotted for a moment. Meanwhile, Monster charging towards LGTK. Rojo fire flew. He is down. RCY able to secure the kill here on the TA.
Here, you're not too worried about that just yet. 11 to 17, 13k lead still standing for Wildcard. And you are starting to find some solutions. There's a nullifier up on Sammy.
Mid lane.
Charge forward.
Charge
all
out
the way.
onto the hoodwink. LGTK. It's going to go down. The Rojo Firefoo is going for a chase onto Sunlight. We'll find the Bat Rider. Ends up being a 1-for-1 in the end. Sammy will join his team as well here on the Monkey King, so they could pop the borrowed time. So Sammy wants to go in and go for the fight now. It's probably the best chance they've had at taking down Soul. Keep in mind though, he still does have the Aegis. Instead they'll go after Rojo and Muzi, but both of them are still looking perfectly fine in this team fight, as Sammy's the one getting low. Sammy, he is gone. Rojo Fire flew. Also dropping at the very least, so it does end up being a 1-for-1, but no, never mind. You got a 2-for-1. Let's see if he can get an item out of this, though Flea kind of ruins that plan. Tier 1 bottom tower. Not lasting too long. Sammy thinking about using the Wukong's command. There is a jump in with the harpoon. A nice charge though, Monster. Down 2 in the back. That'll be the hoodwink already gone, so LGTK not in for this team fight. Wildcard looking for everyone but Soul at the moment as they do make the jump in on the timber now. Sunlight, he does get caught by Rojo Fireflu. That's one down already. A nice harpoon back in from Soul onto RCY. Is going to take down the TA as a blast off. They are trying to salvage the Boundless Strike. It lands on 3 targets, but where are they going? Where's the damage? It's not there. Sammy needs to escape. Rojo's on the chase.
It's just too damn fast, man. Just the output you have on your Abaddon right now. The Curse of Avernus attack speed buff to Avernus way too much. Soul will take the Aegis again. Wildcard, do they want to fight here?
I mean, they might have to. Monster charged in. Again, the Lich is the main target, and they have bursted him down. A nice balance from Sammy to follow up. LGTK also going down here on the hoodwink, but they both buy back immediately. GRIN will continue the fight. Lasso committed. They have found at least one, but Sunlight is going to go down. As Muzi is the target of Sammy Boy, but Sammy needs the BKB TP out. The idea was just dealing with both supports first and hoping for the best from there. Monster going back in on his own is going to be punished here on the Spirit Breaker. Bit of a mistake on his part, and we kind of just gave some value to GRIN by giving away that +3 pickoff. After. Harpoon out again onto RCY. Wukong's command in the back, but Sammy does not connect with the Boundless Strike, and now Sammy in massive, massive trouble. Is just down. Not a good start to this high ground defense. Then again, GRIN do not know that there is no buyback on Sammy, but it doesn't seem like they're intending on backing off.
Yeah, I mean, Wukong's is gone. That's the big tool we have right now.
Charging again.
Although
they've got the Lich down. Monster, can he survive the onslaught? Seems like he can. With the BKB available, he will be able to get out of there safely. As RCY finds a secondary dieback here onto LGTK, and now the buybacks are out. Monkey King is coming back in. Muzi is down. This could be the team fight Wildcard have been looking for, as Soul is the only one left. They can finally deal with the Abaddon. So I wonder how Soul deals with this. Surrounded by 5 heroes, there's surely no way he survives. Borrowed time expended. But he is going to die eventually. Soul is going to go down. And Wildcard have finally found themselves a team fight.
yeah, they managed to finally isolate one by one. Really good.
Soul. Let's go ahead and take the Watcher off them. This one now. Jump in attempt on Flea, gonna be missed out on as Monster does find the Lich. Charge through as well. Salamander about to drop, not dead yet. Does go for the gaze, but now is down. Even the Hoodwink being targeted is also to drop. But the buyback is there, at least from Salamander, is now a big Wukong's command. Sammy holding a couple in there. Soul dropping low, has the nullifier, has the borrow time still, so is going to be fine to survive as RCY is the one to drop. He'll buy back to boot. The TA coming back into the team fight through the outpost. So the fight will continue now. Soul out of borrowed time, could be vulnerable on the Abaddon. RCY going back in, and that is Soul down. Smoozy trying to run, realizing this is not the team fight anymore. But he's been left alone, bashed up, and surely just set to fall, though he does almost kill off a couple, but not quite.
Yes. So much committed there from the side of GRIN. Buying back already on Soul and getting a buyback on their supports. Wildcard as well, getting the buybacks, but Roshan is in their favor if they want to wait for that 40 seconds away. It's going to be the big objective that allows them to stay stable in the lane. They will lose Flea, hanging back just a little bit. Gem will be picked up as well. And a lot of gems on the deck, actually. 2 gems forming a little eye by the stairs.
Yeah.
Still,
Hold on a minute.
Roshan,
Rojo is in. Sammy maybe going a bit too far himself, and the MK is going to go down without buyback. Oh, this is problematic now for Wildcard. Monster also being caught here by Rojo, going to connect with the Aether Remnant. Rojo Fire Flu getting a triple kill on the Void Spirit. And Roshan is officially going to be theirs. Yeah, I think for the SB is Wildcard. They are going to group up and go for a 4-man smoke now. Of course, the Lich is down, so it's a 4v5. They're going to move in. Sunlight, both smokes broken. Rojo Firefly with no hesitation makes the jump in on the techies. 1 down already. Sunlight, he'll commit the lasso onto Rojo Firefly, but he's going to be just fine. Sammy's going to go for the Wukong command here, moving back in onto Muzi on this Timbersaw. Muzi dropping a little bit lower, but is going to be able to chain away as they have lost Sunlight. They'll try to move their attention onto Rojo Firefly, but he's going to survive as Sammy's the one to go down. And RCY also to be chased. Chakrams do connect, though. Do they not have dust? It won't matter. They'll have the vision eventually. And RCY, no way to survive, is going to go down. And do you just call GG? There's no buybacks. There's no real way to defend this. Yeah, no worries, John. I'll answer the question myself then. Rojo Firefly. Tier 3 bottom tower to go down. Monster, he's charged in. But it looks like he is set to fall. Boundless Strike comes out, but it doesn't matter. Monster is gone. Onto the tier 4 towers they go. No GG call coming in yet, as they are going to commit buybacks now on Monster. Oh, you are alive.
I am alive, Mikey. I am alive. Barely. Just like Wildcard is in this game.
True. Aether Remnant going to connect here on Sammy. Hex is out from Muzi to boot, and Soul can just close the gap now. Sammy forced to fight back, gets a Boundless Strike, gets a blast off here from Flea. Needs more help though. There's a Dissimulate away from the Void Spirit. Rojo somehow still alive, is finally going to drop. They are holding on Wildcard, but for how much longer? Flea is down once again. There goes Sunlight to boot. Flea will buy back. Soul is still going after the Ancient. He still holds on to the Aegis as well. Flea looking to die back, it seems like, on the techies. He's gone. And Wildcard, I believe, have lost this game as GG is called. Sammy has seen enough. And GRIN, they do pull off game number 1 here against Wildcard, which is not something I can say I was quite expecting.
Blade, but for the most part, you're not gonna miss too much by skipping the Vanguard this game. So, not the worst thing in the world. It still is, no first blood coming out yet. Some action across the board.
Bottom lane. It's an attempt mid lane as well. Rojo's dropping extremely low as RCY is going to continue chasing him down and does get a nice pickup for himself. Salivating Salamander has rotated against the Ember. RCY should not survive and will not. But he's already got the pick off solo here against the Storm. Even getting tipped here by Rojo Firefly, who does tend to the very least, just not really struggling at all against Monster. But Monster's kind of doing the exact same thing on the Tide. Actually pretty even in terms of CS here at the top lane. Mid lane, another chase is on here for Rojo Fireflu. Bottom lane, Muzi and LGTK both falling low, but they are going to get Sunlight. Sammy also dropping low in terms of HP, can't stick around. You look back at Rojo Fireflu, Flea is not leaving him alone, by the way, on the Rubik. Flea is just chasing him down consistently, and Rojo will pay the tip over. As now Muzi actually finds Sammy Boy. A blind shockwave gets the kill. Level 1 shock is right around the corner along with Rojo Fireflu. This could be very problematic for Sammy. They do also have the meta if they need it. Sammy will strength more for now. Soul's gonna move in. Vortex to drag him back. He'll waveform towards the left side of the map, but in comes Salivating Salamander with the concussive shot to slow him down. They will at least find Muzi and LGTK, and they are going for the ancient stacks that have been made in the Dire Triangle Series victory. Soul himself has just looked amazing throughout all the games we have watched. It's kind of the thing, like, it does feel like GRIN do kind of trust in him to kind of carry the game for them quite heavily. As Life Drain again going to keep Salivating Salamander alive, and now a Mystic Flare out onto the Phoenix and the Rubik. They are going to be able to back off successfully, but now Flea is getting jumped. Rojo does pick one off. The egg is going to be dropped, but Soul does focus it down. Still Rojo Fireflu dropping low, but gets the zip away. He's going to be fine. He is going to be just fine for now.
So you're at the point now where the Storm's a major threat. Your lockdown for the Storm isn't the most stable. You have a lot of room coming out here for Soul. One ultimate orb already up, and not too far off from full Scotty now with his farming pace. Sammy is going to try and take the morph form of the Skywrath. Does actually end up taking down Salivating Salamander. LGTK is stuck around, but is probably just going to die here. And his team is making their way over, but he will not survive long enough for them to be able to help him out. So nice support duo picking that to happen. Mid lane could be a fight to break out because Muzi's got to skewer back onto the Tide. So they have fought Monster. Ravage is going to fly out, connecting on 3 targets, but Monster surely dies, though. Nice life drain from Flea, keeping him alive a little bit longer. Monster is still walking away. They've got at least Sunlight down, but Rojo's completely out of mana. Trying to walk out of this. Does pop the illusions. Zip towards the north, is still alive, but Sammy's going to meet him there. They do take him down. In the meantime, Soul finally gets Monster on the Tide, but that line... I'm not actually sure if they gained any vision of the guy. They may not be aware that he was walking right past them. So a perfect position now for Wildcards. The smoke is broken, and GRIN don't even know what's coming. Rojo immediately just zips out, leaving the Pugna behind, so LGTK will die, and so will Salivating Salamander. Both supports going down. Rojo, as soon as he saw them, he just said, screw this, I'm out. Muzi is perfectly fine, as now they're going to move in for an RP attempt, but it gets cancelled off. It never really comes out. In fact, it did. Flea, he's going to miss his own RP. Not landing on anything. They are making the jump in on the Terrorblade. Sunder is up, but RCY proving to be way too big of a problem. Soul is dropping. RCY will get the tip here from Sammy, who's not even in the fight. Rojo still trying to fight here as the Storm, but looks like he is also set to fall. They are still trying to deal with this Ember, but RCY, being an absolute pain, will finally drop. The massive win for Wildcard here in the mid lane. And this is all without Sammy Boy. So it's a little bit risky for GRIN to actually run up like this. I mean, they are still pretty strong under Terrorblade. Aegis does expire. So
RP! Sammy, he's been caught. Aegis is gone. He is down. Flea, he did get an RP of his own off, but there was no follow-up to it. As a big Ravage from Monster landing on 5, but there is no follow-up once again. They have lost their position 1, and he is not buying back into this fight. As Sunlight is caught by a skewer, he is going to go down. RCY needs to get out as well. He's taking way too much damage.
So
GRIN finding Vortex out with the Aghanim Scepter, finding 2 as the Ravage is committed, connecting on 4 heroes. Where's the RP? It's not out yet. The Magnus, he will silence it for a moment. It's complete chaos in this Roshan fight, but there's your RP being committed, locking down 2. Soul, who's he aiming? He'll go back on Sammy now. He needs a Sunder. He can't get it off. Oh boy. GRIN, this is not the fight, or rather the way they wanted the fight to go, is they've lost all 3 cores. They will lose LGTK to boot. Only survivor is going to be the Skywrath Mage. And Wildcard, they are back in mid lane, so they're going to start pressuring here. Monster with the meteor hammers. Sammy should have plenty of right-click damage to the Morphling. The GRIN are waiting on the left side to start a good fight here. There is going to be a nice skewer. He has found 3 targets, but the Ravage comes out. Monster is there in time to null out the RP, but it comes out anyway. 2-man RP is there. Soul, he'll get the Sunder this time just to be able to survive this onslaught of Wildcard, but they are still in pretty big trouble. Rojo Fire Fluke going down. Sammy just going right through the Mystic Flare. That'll be Salivating Salamander to drop as well. Sammy just man-fighting Rojo Fire Fluke, but the skewer back into the tier 4 towers is out from our Magnus. Sammy somehow still alive, still strength morphing. Even the egg going to be dropped now underneath the tier 4 towers. Just nobody dying from Wildcard apart from all. They do actually get the Aegis now. So Sammy gives up the first life. Smoke is going to be out immediately by Wildcard. Lines being drawn through the mid lane. Smoke on smoke scenario now. Oh, the TB going to have his smoke broken immediately. Soul, Ravage, it's going to connect on all 5 heroes. Perfect initiation from Monster. And they are just getting just destroyed here by Wildcard. It's 3 down already. There needs to be a GG call incoming. An RP out from Muzi. Don't think it's going to make any changes as Flea has his own RP. A full team wipe and GG is called. They have seen enough. And we are going to a 6th game today, Jonathan. Game 3 coming right up between Wildcard and GRIN.
Yeah, it's been a
very slight net worth lead for now for the side of Wildcard as bottom lane. A bit of aggression now. Monster. Blast off is there from Flea. Monster still trying to fight this one out, but the Firefly doing too much work. Salivating Salamander able to secure 1 as Flea is getting very, very low. 1 hit away from dying. Trying to land a sticky bomb is not going to get it. He could keep trying for the chase, but not really worth his time. And in fact, Salamander might even stick around here and get a courier while he's at it as the flame break does land onto the techies, but it's not enough. And the Salamander himself, he will deny himself to the tier 2 tower. No XP to go the way of Wildcard, and props to Sunlight doing pretty much all of the work here in this top lane to make sure he can get that complete free farm. Well, Sunlight would probably cringe if he saw a CS being missed here by Sammy. Sunlight again, double decay out. Muzi in huge trouble, and it looks like he is set to fall. Sunlight again setting up perfectly as now Sammy's looking to go after LGTK, but this will, oh, in fact, it's not pointless. The adaptive strike was going to be enough. Suppose with all the missing strength there.
And a rather even back and forth early on here. Sunlight wanting to steal the rune. Does not find it.
Monster, bottom lane again going to be dived here, John. This Underlord just is not catching a break. With the Firefly still going, it looks like he's got no real way out, though. He's going to try with the blast off. It might be enough. Monster, he's alive. He's going to make it. Flea will barely save the day. Oh boy, that was close. The Vanguard, the damage
would have enough damage early on to handle that early mana shield. Immediate smoke out from Flea and RCY. See if they find an angle here.
Muzi. Nice target to pick off as well. Swashbuckle's going to land perfectly from RCY. Sticky Bomb is in range as well. Flea setting up another nice kill here with RCY as they are looking to take the Ancient stacks, but the rotations are incoming. Salivating Salamander already taking down Flea. Monster also in trouble, is going to burn out, I think, to the Batrider damage. As then, no, never mind. The Firefly was not quite enough, but they do eventually get him with LGTK. RCY trying to go for more with the Rolling Thunder, does get punished by Rojo as the sunlight also goes down. Sammy, he's trying to run. Arrow's going to be there. Doom committed as well from Muzi. Sammy probably regretting showing up here for this team fight now. Would have been better off just going to farm. As GRIN will clean up very nicely by LGTK, but he'll be forced to just kind of leave that alone for now because he's just to support Mirana. I wonder if Sammy's feeling worried about Soul and how well he's farming right now, because Soul is having a great time as they do get a nice shackle here onto Monster into the lasso. Monster underneath the tier 1 tower, surely not going to survive, and he will not. Monster is down. Meanwhile, Muzi drops as well though, top lane. Sammy takes him out on his own.
Yeah, Sammy's been doing a lot in this solo lane. Cleared out.
Nice shadow. Stone Gaze also going to be popped. They've got the Fiend's Gate coming through to try and make sure he does have more to lock him down. But Monster never getting the Pillar Mantis off, and now the lasso dragging him away as Soul. He might have a chance to try and fight back. Wildcard, they do surround him. Soul, he is still alive, still trying his best to fight, but he's out of mana. He is out of mana, he is gone. Meanwhile, Sammy is going to drop to boot, so it's not actually looking like that bad of a team fight now for GRIN, though they will lose Muzi. LGTK in the meantime also being targeted by RCY. Will go down, a Salamander to drop as well. Rojo Fireflu trying to salvage the fight the best he can, but he cannot pick up RCY. He's the final piece of the puzzle to go down. And Wildcard, they will find a full team wipe for themselves.
Yep, as long as you don't die, of course.
T1 mid tower is dropping rather quickly here. GRIN are grouping up with the Moonlight Shadow. They'll run into Sunlight, but he got the Tombstone down in time. The Golem has been popped as well. RCY finding a very nice Rolling Thunder to set up. Doom has been committed. Monster is the target, but he's just going to walk out of there safely. Sammy, oh, an arrow connected on Sammy, but he's okay for now. Sammy will survive. He will make his way out. The Doom is about to wear off, so they're trying to reinitiate. Jump in again from RCY, aiming down Rojo. Rojo safe for now with the shackle set up onto the Pango, though he is dropping eventually and will go down. RCY still trying, going after LGTK. Misses that swashbuckle, but it's still a great team. You don't really want to have to fight near the fountain if you can avoid it here as Wildcard. So they're going to use this Rolling Thunder to be able to safely back Sammy out of there. The Gleipnir is going to lock him down. Sammy still needs the help to try and retreat out of this situation. They'll even doom him up on the Morphling. Where's the help? It's not coming. They'll leave Sammy to die as a great shackle. Rojo Fireflu setting up on 2 more. They might have Monster here. He'll try for the TP play out, but another shackle going to lock him down and cancel the TP. He's gone. GRIN Esports. You lose a tier 3 tower, but they got 2 great pickoffs here. So there is going to be a 5-man smoke here from GRIN. So they are going to try and make something happen.
Radiant are scanning.
Smoke on smoke scenario though. Wildcard looking to play as the blast off flees in. And they've got Salivating Salamander already. Moose jumping in though. He has found the Morphling. Sammy looking to drop is gone. Oh no. That's your POS 1 Morphling going down. Flea, he will follow his carry. It's the rest of Wildcard looking to get out desperately, but RCY not out of danger yet. We'll run the old-fashioned way. He's in. They've got Sammy on the Morphling. Sammy needs a way out. He's going to waveform towards the right side. He will make it out for now. Monster, he'll cop the Doom from Muzi. Flees in with the blast off, trying to control up the Doom. Who are they even chasing here, Wildcard? It's such a split team fight. It seems like Muzi's going to be the first one to go down, though. In fact, I say the first, he is the third. They found the Mirana. They also found the Batrider. Rojo on the run now with the Wind Run. Trying to get out of here, but he's been trapped up in the corner. And he does go down. Monster to take the kill. And Roshan, it is waiting for Wildcard Gaming to make their appearance. Medusa versus Medusa here in the mid lane. But Sammy's Medusa looking better as now the Doom has been popped. They're going to try and make the jump in. Lasso catches that RCY. Rojo trying to burst him down. RCY with the Rolling Thunder, but he's trapped in the corner. He's going to drop. But the buyback is there from the Pango. He just needs to make his way into the team fight. It's a double shackle once again coming out here from Rojo Fire Flu. It's not enough yet though. Muzi, he's the one to go down. Still, RCY again getting trapped up. Same position. Another nice Sleipnir here from Rojo Fire Flu. But the chase is on. He's dropping real darn low. Sammy on the chase. Instead, they'll turn their attention onto Soul. They want the Medusa. That's the big target, and he is gone. But the buyback is there. One more lane of barracks going to be stand back against what Wildcard have. There's your Doom out from Muzi. They're going to try and make the jump onto Sammy Boy, though Sammy is looking to get his way out of there, but the Doom is following. Doom down again. Lasso is committed. They are holding down the Morphling, and he is out of mana. Sammy still alive somehow. Keep in mind, he does still have the Aegis anyway to work with, but Sammy will lose the first life. They do get the Bat Rider. RCY going down. GRIN are still fighting this one out. The Medusa is still healthy for now, but Sammy is back up. Surely they can take down Soul. Soul is out of mana. Soul is gone.
Okay.
He'll buy back, but the Divines on the deck. They're on to the Ancient now. Wildcard, they've got this one in the back, surely. How do you defend without a Divine Rapier? Wildcard can literally just ignore them. Though Sammy says, screw that, I want the kills. He's right in, wipes them out, ultra kill, looking for a rampage, and he's got it.
There we go.
What a way to end Sammy. Rampage for the Morphling. And Wildcard, after a pretty damn long series.